from Russia. This is Dr. Bill. Today I want to talk with you about fear and faith.
Hi, this is the real Dr. Bill, so please don't be afraid. Today I wanted to talk with you about one of my favorite subjects, and of course that's called faith. And I wanted to talk with you about something that I'm very familiar with, and that's called fear. Most of you know that I left America many years ago and moved to this country, and there was a great deal of anxiety and fear that was associated with that move. So I can talk to you about fear and about faith because they are very closely interconnected. Hebrews 11:6 says that without faith it is impossible to please God, and I want to have the kind of faith that is pleasing to God. But in order to have the kind of faith that Abraham had, we have to learn how to conquer this fear. We cannot destroy it. Fear is the enemy of faith, because you cannot have obedient faith when you are afraid. You must first overcome your fear against all logic, against all common sense. And it's important for us to remember that faith is not logic and common sense. But here is the most important point that we need to understand. When we have faith in God, we will have pain and suffering, but the fear goes away and it is replaced by joy. Now I know that that sounds a little crazy, but let's look at Jesus' life. Jesus was perfect in his love for the Father. And when he was in the Garden of Gethsemane, he prayed earnestly that this cup would be taken from him. But when he finished his prayer, he had faith in his Father, and he overcome this fear. And then he went on to endure the cross. And the Bible tells us in Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, that for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross. So you see, when we conquer fear, we can have the same joy that Jesus had, because we have this untouchable relationship with the Father, and no amount of fear can ever take that away from us. So we overcome fear when we decide that we want to be obedient to God and we obey him. So for the joy that was set before Jesus, he endured the cross. And for us, we overcome the fears in our life. We can have this joyful relationship. The key to having a joyful relationship with God is faith, because without faith, it is impossible to please him. And so you have to overcome this fear. Fear is the enemy of faith. So I encourage you to read the Word, pray, and overcome your fears, and step out in faith and be obedient to God. We invite you to come and be with us here in Russia, and we will help you overcome your fears. God bless you. Check us out in the comment sections below, and subscribe, and we'd be glad to see you come and visit with us. God bless you.